Derek Ramirez with a couple of strong runs this weekend thus far in the LG2 number 4 R car out of Woodward, Oklahoma. Finished 5th Friday night at the Lakeside Speedway, 6th last night at Randolph County Raceway. So Ramirez starting to turn his season around a bit early on in that 4R car. Jesse Willard lining up to his outside. The 40, Joey Galloway, heat race winner last night at Randolph County in the 01. Joe Duvall in the backup car here tonight, the 12D. Ricky Thornton Jr. running second. A left rear flat last night after contact with Terry Phillips. Ended his night as he was running in second in the late stages of last night's A feature at Randolph County Raceway. Mike Juergens is outside in 37. Then it's Tanner Mullins in the 02, Josh Bloomer in the 21, and Billy Vogel in car 4. Here we go. Heat race number 1 for the USMTS Modifieds. Derek Ramirez in the 4R, Jesse Willard in car 40. 10 laps the distance. Heat race number 1 is off and running at Atchison County Raceway. We're already 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. Joey Galloway down to the inside of Joe Duvall as they shuffle back. Jesse Willard. Duvall down to the inside of the 01 of Galloway. The 12D of Duvall going to take that spot away. Ricky Thornton follows along the low line, right in the wheel tracks of Duvall down the back stretch as he's door to door with Joey Galloway. Side by side for the 3rd place spot. Thornton to the inside, Galloway up top. That time it's Galloway with the advantage over the 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr. Thornton slides up, takes Galloway's line down the back straightaway. Galloway crosses him over into turns 3 and 4. But it will be the 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr. that hangs on to 3rd as Derek Ramirez continues to set the pace in 4R. Tanner Mullins now pulling alongside the 01 of Joey Galloway. That battle for 4th down the front stretch and into turns 1 and 2. Mullins down to the inside, Galloway up top as Joe Duvall inches closer and closer to the 4R of Derek Ramirez. Ricky Thornton Jr. right in the wheel tracks of the 12D of Duvall as well. Back off of turn number 4, Ramirez continues to lead. Duvall in 2nd, 3rd Thornton, 4th belongs to Galloway, 5th Tanner Mullins. Ramirez starting to pull back away now from the 12D of Joe Duvall. Those two still 1-2 with Thornton behind him in 3rd. Galloway still 4th. Tanner Mullins taking care of the top 5. Then it's Juergens, Willard, Vogel, and Bloomer rounding out the field in this one. White flag waves off of turn number 4. 1 lap to go for the 4R of Derek Ramirez. Down the back stretch for the final time. Checkers in the air off of turn number 4. Derek Ramirez in 4R going to win heat race number 1. 2nd to Joe Duvall. 3rd, Ricky Thornton Jr. 4th, Joey Galloway. 5th, Tanner Mullins. So your top 3 finishers, Ricky Thornton Jr. in the 20 RT finishes up in 3rd, 2nd to the 12 of Joe Duvall. But give it up to the driver out of Woodward, Oklahoma, the LG2 Cornet Lightning Power Boom Test Well Services, Red Bone Fishing and Rental, Raw Truck Wash, and Midwest Refrigeration. Number 4R, Derek Ramirez, your winner in heat race number 1. Out of Manners, Saskatchewan, Canada on row 1, alongside Pea Ridge, Arkansas's Blonde Bomber Mitchell in the B29. Row 2, the Happy Texan Rodney Sanders in the MB Custom number 20, alongside the Hughes Racing Chassis Mullins powered number 12 of Jason Hughes on row 2. Row 3, Lancetown, the Phoenix Race Car Driscoll powered 21T out of Wellsville, Kansas, alongside scheduled to be the 2S of Stormy Scott. I'm not seeing Stormy on track. There's the 6 of Brock Bauman out of Eureka, Illinois, the GRT Bash Brothers Motorsports number 6. And then Kade Dilliard out of Robeline, Louisiana, the MB Custom S&S Fishing and Rental number 97. As we get things ready to roll here for heat race number 2, going to pack the track in just a bit more before we go back racing in the 10-lap affair. Again, looking for the top 8 drivers to lock into tonight's redraw. Passing points will set the starting grid. 25 cars will start tonight's A main event here at the Atchison County Raceway. Round number 4, points racing for the MSD Central Region, presented by Day Motorsports. This time by Ryan Staley with the furled up green flag in hand. 1 to go. That means we're ready to go back racing this time out of turn number 4. Thanks again, race fans, for sticking with us through the rain delay as we're getting set to crank them back up here in heat race number 2 for your USMTS Modifieds. The 00 Mason Big Eagle, the big B29 Blonde Bomber Mitchell. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Off into turns 1 and 2. Rodney Sanders quickly jumps up to second. They go 3 wide as Jason Hughes gets by Lancetown and Blonde Bomber Mitchell. Race for the lead off of turn number 4. Mason Big Eagle hangs on over Rodney Sanders. Sanders still right down to the inside of Big Eagle. He will have the drive off of turn 2. Rodney Sanders now into the lead as Jason Hughes going after Mason Big Eagle now off of turn 4. So Big Eagle under attack from Jason Hughes, and now Kade Dilliard as well as Dilliard pulls alongside the 12 of Hughes into turns 3 and 4, side by side for third between Dilliard and Hughes. Off of turn number 2, Hughes still holding off Dilliard. Now he will look to the inside of the 00 of Mason Big Eagle is out in front. It's still the 20 of Rodney Sanders, your leader. So Sanders leads a Mason Big Eagle in second. Jason Hughes has a lane down to the inside of the 00. A Big Eagle to work with now. Kade Dilliard going to follow along the bottom as well. Side by side for second. Jason Hughes alongside the 00. Mason Big Eagle down the back straightaway. Big Eagle with just enough momentum to hold off Hughes. This time he will still hang on to that second place spot. Hughes will get him off of turn number 2 though. Now into second. Jason Hughes in car 12. And now Big Eagle going to have to contend with the number 97 of Dilliard as it will go around in turns 3 and 4. So Big Eagle around in turns 3 and 4. Caution flag comes out. 2. Sanders brings him off of turn number 4, and we're back underway. Hughes and Dilliard side by side for the runner-up spot off of 2 and down the backstretch. Still wheel-to-wheel into turns 3 and 4 for the runner-up spot. This time it'll be dead heat at the line. Too close to call between Hughes and Dilliard. Dilliard has a big run of momentum this time down the backstretch. White flag and a wave this time off of turn number 4. 1 lap to go. Kade Dilliard now into second as Rodney Sanders brings him off of turn 2 for the final time into turns 3 and 4. Heat race number 2 going to go to the 20 of Rodney Sanders. Second will go to Kade Dilliard. Third, Jason Hughes. Fourth, Brock Bauman. Fifth, Lancetown. So your top 3 in that one finishing up in third, the 12 of Jason Hughes. Second, the 97 of Kade Dilliard. But how about a hand for the driver out of Happy, Texas, the MB Custom Geddes Powered Swan Energy, Wichita Tank Racing, Western Flyer Express, Kimrad Transport, and S&S Fishing and Rental. Number 20, Rodney Sanders, your winner in heat race number 2. Incorporated 1ST of Johnny Scott. And to the outside, it's Jet Big Eagle out of Manners, Saskatchewan, Canada. The GRT, Eagle Motorsports, Eagle Eye Energy, Pure Chem Services, number 99. Row 3 to the inside, it's Cody Bauman out of Eureka, Illinois. The GRT, Nitro Lubricants, Dynamic Drive Lines, number 4. To the outside, it's Dan Hilsebeck out of Adel, Iowa. The Hilsebeck Race Cars, Mullins Powered, Banning Chiropractic, 22 Enterprises, number 22D. Row 4 to the inside, we'll find Derek Hicks from Ravenwood, Missouri. A Hughes Racing chassis with a J.D. Wyman Racing engine under the hood for the H&N Wood Products Porter Trash Service, number 78. And to the outside of row number 4, he comes out of Des Moines, Iowa. The Billy Moyer Victory Race Car, Carl Performance, Grant Lubenthal Farms, number 5. It's Todd Shute. That is your lineup in heat race number 3. Another 10-lapper coming at you to put heat racing action in the books. The 73 Truman Asher, the 99 of Jesse Sobbing. That is row 1. Sobbing, your winner Friday night at Lakeside Speedway. Finished third last night at Randolph County Raceway. He starts to the outside of row number 1 as they crisscross the field coming off of a turn number 4. The 1ST of Johnny Scott missing from the lineup, scheduled to fire second row on the inside. That'll put Jet Big Eagle now to the inside of row 2. With Cody Bauman on the outside of row 2, Dan Hilsebeck on row 3 now alongside Derek Hicks in the 78. Todd Shute shotgun on the field. 1 lap to go, shown to your field this time by. We're ready for heat race number 3 for the Casey's General Store United States Modified Touring Series, powered by S&S Fishing and Rental. Here we go, this time off a turn at number 4. Third and final heat race of the evening, the 73 Truman Asher, the 99 of Jesse Sobbing. Take the green flag, we're off and running in heat race number 3. Sobbing will show the way into turns 3 and 4. Jet Big Eagle down to the inside of the 4 of Bauman. Derek Hicks starting to work his way up through the pack as well. Keep an eye on the 78. He runs just behind the 99 of Big Eagle down the back straightaway as Bauman and Asher are door-to-door. Truman Asher hanging on to second for Ty Bing. But Cody Bauman going to work down to the inside. Those two wheel-to-wheel off the 2 and down the back stretch. Cody with the slide advantage into 3 and 4. This time he will lunge ahead. Truman Asher will cross him over. Coming off a turn 4. Won't be enough though. Bauman will have the spot. Out in front, Jesse Sobbing leads in the Home Pride Motorsports number 99. Your leader this time by once again with Cody Bauman still in second. Truman Asher in third. Fourth, Jet Big Eagle. Fifth, Derek Hicks. And now Todd Shute trying to get to the inside of Hicks off a 2 and down the back stretch. The 78 of Hicks going to get by Jet Big Eagle in 99, as does the 5 of Todd Shute. So Big Eagle losing 2 spots that time off a turn 4. As Hicks works up into 4th, Todd Shute into 5th. It's still Jesse Sobbing showing the way in 99. Three circuits remain this time by for Jesse Sobbing. Bauman still runs second, third, Asher, fourth, Hicks, fifth, Todd Shute. Shute rolling the high line, trying to make something happen on the 78 of Truman Asher. Trying to get the run upstairs as we'll see the white flag wave this time off a turn at number 4. Sobbing down the back straightaway. 1 to go this time by. White flag in the air. Sobbing still your leader. Full straightaway advantage for the Malvern, Iowa racers. He rolls down the back straightaway into 3 for the final time. And now to turn number 4. Checkers in the air for Jesse Sobbing in 99. Second will go to Cody Bauman. Third, Truman Asher. Fourth, Derek Hicks. And fifth to Todd Shute. So your top 3 in that one. Truman Asher hangs on to third in 73. Second goes to Cody Bauman in the 4. But how about a hand for the driver to Malvern, Iowa, the Team Harris Auto Racing, Home Pride Motorsports, Coral Performance, D&T Marriott Enterprises, number 99, Jesse Sobbing wins heat race number 3. It's time for the highly anticipated inaugural USMTS cage match. Front row on the inside tonight out of Robeline, Louisiana, the S&S Fishing Rental MB Custom ASI powered number 97 of Kade Dilliard to the outside of row 1. We'll line up out of Woodward, Oklahoma, the LG2 Cornet Lightning powered boom test well services Redbone Fishing and Rental number 4R of Derek Ramirez. Row 2 to the inside out of Happy, Texas, the MB Custom Geddes powered number 20, the Swan Energy entry Rodney Sanders, and the outside the Home Pride Motorsports Team Harris Auto Racing number 99 of Jesse Sobbing. Row 3 to the inside out of Watts, Oklahoma, the Hughes Racing Chassis Mullins powered Red Tail Tackle number 12 of Jason Hughes to the outside of row 3. It'll be Ricky Thornton Jr. now out of Harcourt, Iowa, the Billy Moyer Victory race car. Coral Performance Weir's Machine 20 RT. Row 4 to the inside out of Eureka, Illinois, the GRT number 4 of Cody Bauman. Outside row 4, the Duval Electric MB Custom number 91, Big Daddy Joe Duval out of Claremore, Oklahoma. 5th row on the inside, Truman Asher in the 73 alongside Eureka, Illinois, Brock Bauman in car 6. Row 6 to the inside, Derek Hicks from Ravenwood, Missouri, the Hughes Chassis number 78 alongside the GRT Eagle Motorsports Eagle Eye entry 01 of Joey Galloway. Row 7 to the inside out of Wichita, Kansas, the GRT 02, it's Tanner Mullins, and to the outside the Billy Moyer Victory race car Coral Performance number 5 out of Des Moines, Iowa, Todd Shute. Row number 8 will find Lancetown to the inside, the Phoenix race car with a Driscoll power plant, the Town Oil Field Services 21T of Lancetown alongside from Plover, Iowa, the Team Harris Auto Racing Juergens Enterprises 37 of Mike Juergens. Row 9 to the inside, the Hughes Chassis B29 Blonde Bomber Mitchell, and to the outside Jet Big Eagle in 99 out of Manor, Saskatchewan, Canada. Row 10 to the inside, the Intruder Chassis number 40 of Jesse Willard out of Mound City, Kansas, alongside the 00 Mason Big Eagle, the GRT out of Manor, Saskatchewan, Canada. Row 11 from Adele, Iowa, the Hilsebeck Racing number 22D, Daniel Hilsebeck alongside the LG2 Durham Powered Armor Exteriors number 4, Billy Vogel from West Fargo, North Dakota. Row 12 at Stormy Scott in the 2S alongside brother Johnny Scott in the 1ST with Josh Bloomer in the 21. Tail back of the field in this one as we get set for the 4-wide salute here at Atchison County Raceway. 2 laps around Atchison County Raceway and we are underway. Kade Dilliard out to the initial advantage. They work into turns 3 and 4. Lap number 1, the 97 of Dilliard going to be your opening lap leader with Rodney Sanders to the inside, side by side with the 4R Derek Ramirez. Jason Hughes a close fourth in this one as Jesse Sobbing rounds out the top 5 here very early on. The 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr. runs in 6th, working the inside, but it's Kade Dilliard out in front in the 97. Jason Hughes wheel to wheel with Derek Ramirez, now 3 wide for second, as Sanders will have that spot down the front straightaway this time. Hughes back to the inside of Derek Ramirez once again. Wheel to wheel off a 2 and down the backstretch. Great battle for third as Rodney Sanders down to the outside of the 97 of Kade Dilliard for the lead. Into turns 1 and 2. Dilliard out in front, but Sanders ready to strike a past winner here in unsanctioned action in that MB Custom Geddes powered number 20. And right now lurking to the outside of the number 97 of Dilliard as we see the caution flag wave. We got an absolute melee over in turns 3 and 4. The 73 of Asher, the 02 Mullins, the 40 of Willard, and the 21T of Lancetown all involved over in turns 3 and 4. Off of turn 4. Five laps in, a 52. Kade Dilliard brings him back up to speed off of turn number 4. Ramirez down to the inside of Rodney Sanders. Jason Hughes following Ramirez along the bottom. Ramirez has second into turns 3 and 4. Up at turn number 4. Sanders with the run of momentum. Those two were even at the line. Derek Ramirez shown to have the advantage for the runner-up spot as they work back into turns 3 and 4. Off at turn number 4. Great side-by-side battle for second continues. This time it's Sanders with the advantage over Ramirez. Hughes runs in 4th. 5th belongs to Sobbing. 6th still Thornton. 7th is Duvall. The Bauman's run 8th and 9th with Todd Shute now into the top 10. Jesse Sobbing has found the high line off of turn 2. He'll pull to the outside of the 12 of Jason Hughes. Ramirez rolls the high line as he runs in 3rd behind Sanders as well. Dillard's starting to stretch it out early on this restart over the 20 of Rodney Sanders. 10 laps in this time by, and we've got more trouble in turn number 2. Several cars involved. The 01 of Galloway, the 6 of Bauman, the 78 of Hicks, the B29 of Mitchell, and the 22D of Dan Hilsebeck, all involved over in turn 2. Field tightens up down the back straightaway. We get set for the restart. 10 laps in, 42 laps to go. Green flag back in the air. Kade Dilliard, your leader, 97. The 20 of Sanders, the 4R of Ramirez. 2nd and 3rd, and then a good battle down the back straightaway. Sanders shuts the door to the outside. That time there was contact as well between Sobbing and Hughes. That sorted itself out. Those two continue to roll on hard. Now Sobbing taking a look down to the inside of the 4R of Derek Ramirez. As Hughes will take 3rd away from Ramirez into turns 3 and 4. Jason Hughes now into the top 3. Looking for more to the outside of the 20 of Rodney Sanders as Kade Dilliard continues to roll out in front in 97. Hughes taking a look down to the inside of Rodney Sanders. Both of them rim riding off the top side of turn 4. Sanders drops the hub in 1 and 2. Hughes rolls the high line and finds a ton of momentum down the back straightaway. Nowhere to go with it on entry at 3 and 4 as he stays up on the high line right behind Sanders. Now Sanders goes to the top shelf this time in turns 1 and 2. They'll roll the high line once again through 3 and 4 as well as Kade Dilliard rolls out in front in 97. Lap traffic going to start playing a factor very quickly in this one as we stay green. The 97 of Kade Dilliard starting to close in on the back of the pack in this one as Rodney Sanders and Jason Hughes still run 2nd and 3rd. It's Ramirez in 4th. 5th is Sobbing. Down the back straightaway and into turns 3 and 4. Dilliard now to the back of the pack in this one. Caught up with the lap traffic. 18 laps in the books. Cody Bauman nearly going around that time in turn 2 in front of your leader. Gathers the car in as the 97 of Dilliard going to get by the 73 of Asher. The first car to go a lap down. Sanders starting to close the gap up now on the 97 of Kade Dilliard As it's getting ready to get very interesting through the lap traffic. Kade Dilliard rolling the high line, the 20 of Rodney Sanders along the bottom. Sanders stays glued up the racetrack as Dilliard will roll the high line into turns 3 and 4. Hughes now closing on Sanders as they're stacked up 3 wide right in front of Kade Dilliard down the front straightaway. Heavy lap traffic. Dilliard right on the rear deck lid of the 4, bombing down the back straightaway. Willard to the inside, those two side by side. And that allows Sanders and Hughes to close in. And now Sanders fighting for the lead with a 97 of Kade Dilliard down the back straightaway as they'll race into lap traffic into turns 3 and 4. Sanders the inside, Kade Dilliard up top. This lap will go to the 20 of Rodney Sanders, new leader that time by 23 laps in. Sanders, your new leaders. Your leaders work through lap traffic. The 97 of Dilliard there now. Hughes closing in as well as Ramirez and Jesse Sobbing. The top 5 starting to tighten up as we work through lap traffic. 3 wide with bombing this time through turns 1 and 2 as Kade Dilliard will race by, as does Sanders and Hughes into turns 3 and 4. Sobbing following in the wheel tracks of the 12 of Jason Hughes as Ramirez rolls up to his outside. Off the top side of turn 2, the 97 of Dilliard, your leader down the back straightaway. Now Sanders and Hughes follow to the top shelf as Sobbing still works down to the inside of the 4R of Derek Ramirez. Those two racing for 4th as the top 3 continue to work the high line of the Atchison County Raceway. Rolling right to the outside of your lap cars. Most of the lap traffic now starting to stay glued to the bottom of the speedway, so that leaves an open lane up top as we see the caution flag wave. Go. We'll give the lap 27 restart another go, this time off of turn at number 4. Green flag in the air. Kade Dilliard, your leader. Just past halfway through the inaugural USMTS cage match. Dilliard has dominated much of this one as Sanders and Hughes wheel side by side into turns 3 and 4. Off of turn number 4, Hughes now into the runner-up spot, and here comes Sobbing down to the inside of the 20 of Rodney Sanders. A slide job on exit 2 as Sobbing's into 3rd. Sanders crosses him over into turns 3 and 4, wheel to wheel for 3rd off of turn number 4, but it's Sobbing now into 3rd. And now Ramirez going to the inside of Rodney Sanders for 4th. So Sanders now under attack from Derek Ramirez for the 4th place spot. This time Sanders with the momentum to hold him off. But Ramirez still pestering him down to the inside of turns 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. Sanders able to carry just enough momentum to stay ahead of Ramirez as we work by once again. Great battle for 4th between those two as they wheel side by side. Down the back straightaway, wheel to wheel, the two dead even into turns 3 and 4. This time Ramirez trying to slide up to take Sanders' line. Can't quite do it, and Sanders will hang on to 4th. Jason Hughes starting to close in on the 97 of Kade Dilliard now as they work off a turn at number 4. Keep an eye on Hughes. Starting to close in on the 97 of Kade Dilliard. Off the top side of turn 2 and down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Dilliard still your leader. Hughes a very close second. Jesse Sobbing in 3rd. Rodney Sanders in 4th with Derek Ramirez in 5th. Hughes with a big run this time down the back straightaway. Off of turn number 4, the 97 of Dilliard continuing to set the scalding pace in this one. But Hughes right there on the rear deck lid that time through turns 1 and 2. Dilliard drops the bottom that time through turns 1 and 2. Hughes continues to work the top shelf. Both will go to the high line through turns 3 and 4 as well. As the 97 of Kade Dilliard continues to show the way, starting to close back in on the back of the pack now, so lap traffic will start playing a factor with 15 laps to go. 37 down, a 38 now down this time by for the 97 of Dilliard as Mike Juergens pulls his number 37 car down to the infield. Juergens will call it a night. Hughes with a big run down the back straightaway to the top side in turns 3 and 4. Off a turn at number 4, door shuts at the flag stand that time by. On the 12 of Jason Hughes, he goes back upstairs on Kade Dilliard. Dilliard slides up the track that time, takes Hughes' line away as Dilliard works to the inside through the lap traffic in turns 3 and 4. Hughes now up top, those two even at the line that time by. Dilliard still with the slide advantage, but Hughes carrying a ton of speed, upset the car that time in turn 2. Now he gets to the inside of Big Eagle as Kade Dilliard moves back upstairs in 3 and 4. Hughes slides by Big Eagle to put him a lap down that time by. And now he will be able to set his sights on the 97 of Kade Dilliard down the back straightaway. Dilliard now down to the inside of Brock Bobbin as he picks his way through lap traffic. Jason Hughes working by the 01 of Joey Galloway. Jesse Sobbing rounding out the top 3. 4th belongs to Rodney Sanders, Derek Ramirez. Here, top 5. That time Hughes went to the hub of the racetrack through turns 1 and 2, trying to close in on the 97 of Kade Dilliard, who continues to roll the high line of the speedway in this one. Kade Dilliard searching for that first USMTS win of the season. With the 12 of Jason Hughes hot on his heels down the front straightaway as they work by more lap traffic. Derek Hicks in the 78. And Hughes got loose that time coming off of turn number 2. Got a little bit sideways, gathered the car in, but he will lose ground on Kade Dilliard as he did get a little bit sideways coming off of turn number 2 with just 6 laps to go in this one. The laps quickly winding down now as Kade Dilliard continuing to work the high line off of turn number 4. Rolls to the middle through turns 1 and 2. Hughes will go to the top shelf, find a ton of speed down the back straightaway. He will try to close it back in. 4 to go that time by for the 97 of Kade Dilliard. Two laps to go this time by. Kade Dilliard just 2 laps away from his first USMTS win of the 2016 racing season. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. A 1/5 of a mile to go for the Robeline, Louisiana racer. Off into turns 1 and 2. And not so quick. Caution light going to blink on. USMTS win of the season. It would be Hilsebeck's first win as well. It would be Hughes' 4th and 2nd on the weekend. A green-white checkered finish here at the Atchison County Raceway. The 97 of Kade Dilliard trying to hold off Dan Hilsebeck and the 12 of Jason Hughes. Hughes with a ton of momentum down the back straightaway. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go for the 97 of Kade Dilliard. Through turns 1 and 2 for the final time down the back straightaway. Jason Hughes with a ton of speed to get to the outside of the 97, or excuse me, the 22 of Kade Dilliard, but it's the 97 of Kade Dilliard that's going to win tonight's USMTS feature here at the Atchison County Raceway. 2nd will go to Jason Hughes, 3rd to Dan Hilsebeck, 4th Rodney Sanders, and 5th Jesse Sobbing. Dilliard. Come on over here, Kade. We've got a lot to talk about at this A feature. First win of the 2016 season. Tell us about it.
Man, it's been a long time coming. We started out really good, and then things started going the other way, started falling off. We just kept digging. I was starting to wonder if we was ever going to get another one.
Started rolling out in front of this one, led many of the laps in that one. Thought you were getting ready to see the white flag. Take us through that last caution.
Yeah, I was starting to cuss Todd Staley on that one, ain't gonna lie. I seen the white flag and then was coming down the back stretch and he said yellow, and I was like, man, you gotta be kidding me here. This track's so treacherous right now and the line's so picky. It's easy to mess up, and luckily, I didn't lose my rhythm. I was able to take off good. I'm sure Jason and him was right behind us. It's pretty cool. I got a lot of respect for him, and have him come over, like that, it means a lot.
How did your first impressions of this racetrack compare to how it turned out tonight?
Man, it's a blast. First looking at it, you think it's going to be one lane, follow the leader, but hats off to, everybody involved in this, working this track, and all the fans for coming out. They did a hell of a job on it. Turned out really racy. Couldn't ask for a better track. Was able to run top to bottom. Sitting up front, kind of a sitting duck. And that's happened to me once this year, so I wasn't real sure where to run. So
I'm sure it sweetens the deal that you got Shane Sprinkle on hand this weekend. Does a lot for the program with S&S Fishing and Rental.
If it wasn't for him and Shelly Sprinkle and S&S, and none of this would be possible. It's been a huge blessing to me to be able to go out and do this.
Who else helps you out on this race car you'd like to thank and recognize?
S&S Fishing and Rentals, Nichols, Joel's Auto Sales, Production Jars, the Comos, ASI Race Engines, Performance Graphics, Jody's Oilfield Service, Scotty Carline Electric, Chad Moran Trucking, and thanks to all my family back home, and huge thanks to Donnie. He works his tail off. I couldn't ask for a better crew guy, so hopefully we can pick up a few more.
Still early this season, but it has been a long time coming. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Once again, race fans, Kade Dilliard, give him a big hand, tonight's winner at Atchison County Raceway. Finishing second here tonight, right there with Kade Dilliard the whole time. Take us through the race.
I can't remember much of it. It's just a big circle here, and you're on the gas all the time, and it's tight racing when you get up in there in them lap cars. You didn't know which way to go, and nobody was a lot faster, so it took a little while to catch the lap cars and to get by them.
Yeah, still a little out of breath when I come up here, too. Me, too. I tell you, this place is exciting. What were your impressions coming in tonight, and how they compare as it finishes up here tonight?
Well, it looked real small, but the banking and stuff, and it looked like, and it's pretty wide, so we thought it might race really good, and I've heard stories, and it raced hard right on the top. It was pretty good racing.
Who all helps you out on the 12 car?
I'd like to thank Dougie Murphy down there, and Red Tail Tackle, West Side on Pond, Cates Recycling, and Rainbow Graphics, Pigging Out, Hughes Racing Chassis, and without them guys we couldn't do it. And all of our contingency sponsors there, all them brake parts and headers and Bay and AFCO, and appreciate all their help. Maximum Oil, just everybody involved helps us.
All right, race fans, that's the 12 of Jason Hughes, tonight's runner-up here at the Atchison County Raceway. Talk about the run through the field here tonight.
I didn't even know where I was at, to tell you the truth. I caught Rodney and Sobbing, and I didn't know if they were 7th, 8th, or if they were 2nd, 3rd. I didn't know. I was just trying to get as past as many cars as I could. This place is tight, but it's fun. Yeah, it was a good run.
What else you got planned in store? Planning on running the MSD Central Region?
Yeah, Central Region, and then the Hunt. And then I drive a stock car for a guy back home, and I'll probably race that a handful of times this year, but a little bit more limited schedule this year.
Who all helps you out on this 22D car?
Well, I got to thank my mom and my aunt. They're watching back home. My dad, Banning Chiropractic, Jack at RRP Race Graphics, all those guys, Mullins, all those guys help out.
All right, race fans, give him a big hand. Dan Hilsebeck, tonight's third-place finisher. That wraps up things down here trackside. Want to thank each and every one of you race fans for coming out to the Atchison County Raceway. Action will pick up next weekend in Texas with the Production Jars Southern Region. Thanks again for coming out. Good night, God bless, and see you next time.